Early life and background. Andriy Shevchenko was born on September 29, 1976, in the Ukrainian capital of Kiev, during a time when the Soviet Union was still intact. Raised in a sports-oriented family, Shevchenko's early life was strongly influenced by his father, who was a professional athlete. His father, a former boxer, introduced him to the world of sports from a young age, encouraging him to pursue physical activities. Growing up in the heart of Kiev, Shevchenko was exposed to football early on, joining the youth teams at local football clubs. Shevchenko's passion for football became clear when he joined the Dynamo Kyiv Youth Academy at the age of 9. The academy, known for producing talented players, played a significant role in shaping Shevchenko's football career. It was here that Shevchenko honed his skills as a striker, developing the technical ability, agility, and goal-scoring instincts that would later make him one of the best forwards in world football. During his time at Dynamo Kyiv, Shevchenko's natural talent for scoring goals quickly set him apart from other young players, and he was soon recognized as a future star in Ukrainian football. Early career at Dynamo Kyiv. Shevchenko's professional football career began in 1994 when he made his debut for Dynamo Kyiv's senior team at the age of 18. His first appearance came in a league match against the club's rivals, and his performance that day showcased his potential. In the following seasons, Shevchenko established himself as one of the most prolific young strikers in Eastern Europe. His pace, technical ability, and clinical finishing caught the attention of both domestic and international scouts. Under the guidance of legendary manager Valery Lobanovsky, Shevchenko developed into one of Europe's top young strikers. His breakthrough came during the 1997-98 season, when he won the Ukrainian Premier League's top scorer award and helped Dynamo Kyiv secure the league title. His performances in the domestic league were complemented by strong showings in European competitions, especially the UEFA Champions League, where he gained recognition for his ability to perform at the highest level. The 1999-2000 season was another defining moment in Shevchenko's career, as he helped Dynamo Kyiv win the Ukrainian Premier League and reached the semi-finals of the UEFA Champions League, where they were narrowly eliminated by eventual champions Real Madrid. Shevchenko's success in Ukraine caught the attention of Europe's top clubs, and it wasn't long before he was making headlines in the transfer market. Moved to AC Milan in 1999, after several impressive seasons at Dynamo Kyiv, Shevchenko made the move to Italy's AC Milan for a then-record transfer fee for an Eastern European player, reported to be around $25 million. His transfer marked the beginning of a golden era for the Ukrainian striker, as he entered one of Europe's most prestigious football clubs at a time when Milan was at the height of its powers in European football. Shevchenko wasted no time in making his mark in Serie A. In his first season with Milan, he scored 24 goals in 32 appearances, quickly establishing himself as one of the top strikers in Italy and Europe. His partnership with Italian legend Filippo Inzaghi and his ability to form understanding with the rest of Milan's attack made him an essential part of the team. Shevchenko's combination of speed, technical skill, and finishing ability made him a constant threat to opposing defenders. Over the following seasons, Shevchenko continued to excel for AC Milan, helping the club win several major honors, including the Serie A title in the 2003-04 season and the UEFA Champions League in 2003. Shevchenko's performances in the Champions League were particularly impressive, and in the 2004-05 campaign, he scored crucial goals to help Milan reach the final. Milan went on to face Juventus in a dramatic final, which Milan won after a penalty shootout. In 2004, Shevchenko's exceptional performances earned him the prestigious Ballon d'Or, making him the best player in Europe. He was the first Ukrainian to win the award, which further cemented his status as one of the top strikers of his generation. His ability to score goals with both feet and his head made him a versatile forward, capable of adapting to various tactical systems. Shevchenko's time at Milan would prove to be the pinnacle of his club career. 2006 World Cup and international success with Ukraine. Andriy Shevchenko's international career with Ukraine is one of the most significant chapters in the history of Ukrainian football. Shevchenko made his senior debut for the Ukrainian national team in 1995 and became the team's captain and talisman over the next decade. His leadership and goal-scoring ability were integral to Ukraine's success, particularly during their first ever appearance in the 2006 FIFA World Cup. The 2006 World Cup in Germany was a landmark event for Ukraine, as Shevchenko played a central role in leading his country to the quarter-finals. Ukraine's campaign was historic, as they defied expectations to reach the knockout stage. Shevchenko scored 2 goals during the tournament, including a memorable header against Switzerland in the round of 16. Although Ukraine's run ended in the quarter-finals at the hands of Italy, Shevchenko's performances earned him widespread acclaim and recognition as one of the world's top forwards. Beyond the 2006 World Cup, Shevchenko continued to be a key figure for Ukraine in international football, representing his country in multiple UEFA European Championships and World Cup qualification campaigns. Throughout his international career, he earned over 100 caps and scored more than 40 goals, making him Ukraine's all-time top scorer. His impact on Ukrainian football cannot be overstated, as he became a symbol of national pride and a figurehead for the country's footballing aspirations. Return to Chelsea and later years. In 2006, Shevchenko made a high-profile move to the Premier League, joining Chelsea for a reported £30 million transfer fee. However, his time in England was somewhat less successful than his spell in Italy. Despite being a marquee signing for the club, Shevchenko struggled to adapt to the physicality and pace of the Premier League. He faced stiff competition from other Chelsea forwards, including Didier Drogba, and was unable to replicate the same form that had made him a household name at AC Milan. Shevchenko's time at Chelsea was marked by a series of injuries and inconsistent performances. Despite this, he won several domestic trophies with the club, including the Premier League title and the FA Cup. His time at Chelsea, however, was not as fruitful as his time at Milan, and he returned to Milan for a brief loan spell in 2008-09. In 2009, Shevchenko returned to his boyhood club, Dynamo Kyiv, where he would spend the final years of his playing career. His return was met with fanfare, and although his best years were behind him, Shevchenko remained a key figure for the club. He continued to play at a high level, contributing to Dynamo Kyiv's successes in the Ukrainian Premier League and the UEFA Europa League. Retirement and post-playing career. After retiring from professional football in 2012, Shevchenko transitioned into coaching. He briefly served as the head coach of the Ukraine national team, a role that allowed him to continue shaping the future of Ukrainian football. Shevchenko's managerial career was still in its early stages, but his vast experience as a player and his deep understanding of the game positioned him as a potential future success in the coaching world. Despite facing challenges as a coach, Shevchenko's leadership and passion for the game remained evident. He went on to manage the Ukrainian national team through the 2016 UEFA European Championship and the 2018 World Cup qualifiers, building a squad of promising young talent. His most notable success came in 2021, when he led Ukraine to the quarter-finals of UEFA Euro 2020, where they were narrowly defeated by England. Legacy. Andriy Shevchenko is widely regarded as one of the greatest football players of his generation and one of the best strikers to ever play the game. His legacy in football is defined by his extraordinary goal-scoring ability, his leadership, and his tactical intelligence on the pitch. With over 300 career goals and countless individual honors, Shevchenko's impact on the game is immeasurable. For Ukraine, Shevchenko is a national icon. He elevated the profile of Ukrainian football on the global stage, inspiring generations of players and fans alike. His contributions to both club and country make him one of the most influential figures in modern football history. Whether as a player or a coach, Shevchenko's influence continues to be felt long after he left the pitch.